Hi Aries, thank you for joining me and welcome to my channel. This is your reading for Uranus and Taurus. So you're going to miss Uranus in Aries, although the last couple years have been tough. This is a reading for you for your sun, moon, and rising. And Uranus will be in Taurus for the next 7 years, so it's a long transit, and I hope that you enjoy it. The second house is money, so what I would do if I were you, if I had Aries placements like that, I would spend a lot of time on renovating the way that I make money and trying to find an innovative way to make money. I think you'll have a lot of ideas to do with that, especially things this year in 2019 for home especially. Let's take a look at some cards. So we have the Healer of the Ages. Ooh, Aries, you're getting a good rep. Here we go. And then we have Strength. Okay, these are oracle cards. I'm not using tarot on this one. And then we have the Dragon's Lair. So I think that there's going to be a confrontation in your life that you're going to have to stand against. Now this is a 7-year transit, so don't worry about, you know, it happening right away. This is going to happen over the next 7 years sometimes, in which you're going to have to confront something. And as you grow stronger into who you are, as you go stronger into your energy or into the type of work you're meant to do on this life, the type of work you're meant to do here. So here is Uranus in Taurus in the second house, that's money, and here's the North Node in your fourth house of home and family. This is a nice little sextile that's going to be forming into 2020, and then we have a nice little trine forming here into 2021, 2020. You're going to see some really powerful aspects between your second house and your 10th house for career. However, the goal will be home and family. So how do you get the Dragon's Lair? There you go. And especially if you're an Aries that has a dragon, that you were born on the year of a dragon. So I feel like there's this movement, like renovation or transformation of your employment. I have a little cold, I'm fine, don't ask. So there's a little bit of a transformation that's going on for you in your career, in your public life, in your money sector. But I think the end goal is going to be, actually, at least for the next 2 years until 2021, it's going to be, or 2020, May 2020, when the node moves into Gemini. For the first year of this transit, it's going to be, you're going to learn how this transit works. Let's say it this way. You're going to learn how this transit works by focusing on your career, by focusing on innovative ways to work so that you free up your private time for your family and for your home. And then you're going to see how that ingenuity actually gives a good experience in the home and with the family, gives you more time for home and family things. And so therefore you'll learn the lesson, and then you're going to keep doing that as the node moves into Gemini and then ultimately into Taurus in a few years. So when this is going to happen, that's when you're going to really understand how to innovate. I'm guessing a lot of you guys are going to start innovative businesses, like things that are going to be unheard of, totally different energy, totally different vibe. So we have envy. I think that both ways you're struggling with, whenever you're kind of ingenious like this is kind of ingenuity. So when you're ingenious like this, there can be a lot of kind of Lilith kind of energies looking around the corner, jealous and spinning tails and, you know, lying and all this stuff. At the center we have appreciation. Okay, so I think that you just need to express gratitude. The firmer you are in where you stand with things, the firmer that you hold on to your perspective, and then you see how to connect that with the world around you, the more successful you will be. Then you have community. So you need to choose your community wisely. I'm thinking there's a Judas around with this envy card. So it's a 7-year transit. So this is going to be something that comes in and out of your life over the next 7 years. It doesn't mean it's going to be horrible every single time, but this is like a little warning that for Uranus and Taurus, you may want to in some way be cautious of the company you keep and who you tell your secrets to, more so than ever. One little thing though, with Uranus and Aries, I feel like this kind of gossiping, sharing of information was at a high point. Uranus and Taurus is going to really eliminate that across the board for all the signs. So the gossipy environment is going to be fact-checked way more now with the Uranus and Taurus. Uranus and Taurus is very practical. It's very hands-on. It's very like, show me the money. Here's the tally of things. We're already seeing a lot of different things for people overturn because you know, the fact checking's going on. Like, does this all add up? And then ultimately there's an answer. So Uranus and Taurus is going to be that very kind of upfront. You like this. You like things just presented to you straight up. Here's the facts. Let me deal with it. So this is an energy that you're going to thrive in, provided you kind of watch out for manipulative energies on the side, trying to in some way infiltrate and influence. Let's take a look at some more cards. We have the Garden and the Gate. So the grass is greener on the other side. Envy, the Garden and the Gate, the Healer of the Ages. Now for some of you Aries, and I'm not saying this to be disparaging or anything, but I do feel like some of you, if you're too much in the shadow, if you're caught up in your feelings, you may perceive people who are of a different quality than you, maybe like more water signs, you know, they're very kind of like different energy than you. They have this kind of light and bright emotional energy. You may be watching them and kind of feeling a way about it too. So that's a feeling that you can get caught up in that can distract you from the success that the second house brings. So I can just encourage you to not feed into energies of self-doubt, of feeling like, you know, like they have it easy. I know it feels that way when you look at people who are a different area of life than you do, who have a different area of life, but everybody has their own struggles and everybody has paid their own dues to get to where they are. And so if you were in that position, I don't know if you would have the same kind of experience as you're perceiving them having. And I'm sure that they see you and they're like, oh wow, Aries, you're doing really well, you know, good for you. It's just, I think that some of you, this isn't for all, but I think that some of you are feeling like maybe people who work through their emotions a bit don't deserve what they have. I'm picking that up for some of you. Now that could be something that you're experiencing as well, but there's this kind of a Great Gatsby, you know, across the way, taking a look at the other side and seeing things and, you know, observing things and wanting to be there. But once you get there, there's like it's a whole, when you get over to the other side, right? You find out that it's wrought with problems, just like, and you may sometimes recognize where you're at is actually better for you. So it's kind of like, don't waste your time on speculation about other people's lives. First chakra, Archangel Michael. So this is like this is grounding and rooting. Second house is money, grounding and rooting your energy. So this is the first chakra, the red chakra, right at the bottom of your sit bone. So you have the Archangel Michael in some way, rooting, grounding, bringing strength into your life. So you need to take a look at the world around you and say, what can I tweak a little bit? What can I give it my Aries flair? You know, your last card for this reading is Slow and Steady. So remember, this is a 7-year transit. One of the nuances that I see in these cards, and I like reading with different cards. This is a double deck. You can find it in the Amazon shop below. But what I'm seeing here is you're tending towards a community of people with whom you are going to resonate well with. That's why it's so important to get away from energies that are pulling you apart from who you truly are. Gratitude for who you are, setting down roots into who you're meant to be, and then also establishing for yourself your dragon's lair, you know, setting up your home, setting up wherever your kind of foundation's supposed to be, and then also knowing that it's going to take time. So don't rush through the process. When you meet people, don't start like grappling at the energy. Allow these things to grow and transform. I think this kind of jealous energy is going to only start at the beginning. Remember, whenever something's going on with money around us, there's going to be plenty of people to be jealous of us. So just mind your personal boundaries with people, and soon enough you will get more people coming in who are receptive to your circumstances, who are going to contribute and not be jealous and not take away from what you have going on. But remember, slow and steady. You're building foundations. This is a very slow chakra. You know, building foundations. Take your time. It's going to be a beautiful experience. It's going to be a beautiful 7 years. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.